Good evening. How are y'all doing tonight? It's been a hot minute, but we are back in the Genesis Phantasy Star mines. You know, everybody tells me that Phantasy Star IV is one of the all-time best RPGs on the Genesis, and of the 16-bit generation in general. Everybody tells me it's an all-timer. But, before we get to Phantasy Star IV, we have to pay our dues and go through Phantasy Star III first. Even though, as I understand it, Phantasy Star III is the one that basically had nobody from Phantasy Star 1 or 2 involved and doesn't even really factor into 4, I don't think. Like, it's the odd one out from everything I have gathered. So we'll see if this was a worthwhile endeavor or not. Whether or not this is a wise use of my time. But either way, I've only really heard about this game's reputation. I don't know a whole lot about like what actually transpires in it. I just know that when I told everybody on Blue Sky about how Phantasy Star 2, you know, that's a game that a lot of people really like. It's a game that is important in the history of console RPGs, but it's a little rough to go back to. And I got a lot of messages saying, oh boy, if you thought Phantasy Star 2 is rough, oh boy, just wait till you get to 3. And so here we are. You're about to watch me put my hand down this blender. Open palm slam the top of this stove like it's a fucking Chronicles of Riddick tape. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off. We are also playing on the PS2 collection. Just like we did with Phantasy Star 2. As I understand it, this might not be super necessary. We might not need all of the, Oh, let's make that stuff fast. We might not need all of the improvements and such, but the legends of the past shape our lives and those of our children. One such legend is of a struggle that almost destroyed our world. The names of Orakio and Leia echo down through the years, still inspiring love and hatred even now, 1,000 years after their tragic deaths. Their conflict wiped out civilization and left the survivors in a world of mutated creatures and warring pockets of men. Into this shattered world you are thrust, to live or die by your sword and your wits. And also I see that, yeah, I'm playing this on the... Oh wow, they just throw you right into it, huh? No fanfare or anything, you're just in the middle of this town. Yeah, while I adjust the cropping here. Yeah, as I've been trying to say, before I keep losing my train of thought or get otherwise distracted, we're playing this on the PS2 collection that was released Japan only, but has all the games in English, which comes with a bevy of quality of life features and bonuses like being able to boost the experience you gain, reduce random encounters, increase your walking speed, all that stuff. So, as I understand it, this game shouldn't need it as much as Phantasy Star 1 or 2 needed it. But all the same, we're playing this version just to be safe. But once we get to Phantasy Star 4, I'm just gonna play that on the Mister. Because that should be totally fine. I mean, you figure people wouldn't call it, you know, one of the best RPGs ever, blah, 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 blah. if it wasn't at least, you know, bearable on a base functional level. But for its predecessor here, it's a bit more of a crapshoot. Okay. Is that good? It's fine. All right, so let's see. Okay, a little pokey. A little pokey. So, if I just go into options, move speed. Yeah, boost times 2 will probably be pretty good. Yeah, difficulty here, that's the option that adjusts the encounter rate, XP and money drop, all that stuff. But what's funny is the combat difficulty actually remains the same. It's just basically a grind adjustment setting. Because boy, our Phantasy Star 1 and 2, very grindy games. But this one, I don't believe it's nearly so grindy. Yeah, we do have to reset the system if we're to do that, so. But we ought to be fine. Just hit the start button a couple times. Dooba-dooba-doo.
Eyo, Ongami!
Hello, Blue Star Rub. How's it going? We have just started Phantasy Star 3, so you are just in time. And we'll let the opening crawl rock again. The legends of the past shape our lives and those of our children. One such legend is of a struggle that almost destroyed our world. The names of Orakio and Leia echo down through the years, still inspiring love and hatred, even now, 1,000 years after their tragic deaths. Their conflict wiped out civilization and left the survivors in a world of mutated creatures and warring pockets of men. Into this shattered world you are thrust, to live or die by your sword and your wits. Seen Superman tomorrow? Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of good things about that movie. It's been a hot minute since I've seen a movie in theaters. Okay, there we go. Already that's a much better walking speed. That's more like it. But yeah, I've been actually thinking of going to see it myself. I've been hearing a lot of good things. And like, I'd be down for a Superman movie that's actually like good and fun and like optimistic and not just dreary and dour like the last couple few have been. So I'm thinking about it. I might go see it. But I hope you have fun. Maya awaits in the castle, Prince. Is that Rise? Like John Rhys? Because is it Rise or Rhys? Like John Rhys Davies, I think, is how it is. Yeah, so like Rhys. Well, we'll call him Rhys for now. Danger is everywhere, Prince Rhys. May Orakio protect you from Leia. Maya will be a fine queen for you. Beware, Prince Rhys. Leian spies lurk about. But yeah, like I was talking about a little bit before, apparently this has like little or nothing to do, like little to nothing to do with Phantasy Stars 2 or 1 and 2, so very curious to see exactly how this unfolds. Because already right now, it's a pretty stark departure. Like, look at all these, like, basic-ass, like, wooden, like, brick houses with tiled roofs. We're not living in domes anymore. This isn't even the same planet. It's about time you got married, Prince Rhys. And also now, like, houses have interiors and stuff. It's not just like first person of a dude just like standing in the middle of a room. Yeah, it's more fantasy than it is Star, that's for sure. Because if I remember correctly, what I was hearing is that, like, I think it's even like supposed to be like the idea was that after Phantasy Star 2, after the end of that, it's like civilization, like, and technology regressed because they got rid of the mother brain. But I don't know if this even has anything to do with that, or if that's like something for Phantasy Star IV specifically. Trust in Orakio, he can protect you from lay-ins. Are you staying long, Prince Reese? So I guess this is my castle. This is my princely estate. I guess that's my dad. Please escort your bride to the throne room. Maya is waiting in your room. Oh, well, all right. Well, then I shan't keep her waiting now. Oh, so this is like just like straight up our wedding, huh? I am honored that you want to marry me, Reese. Perhaps someday we will find out where I'm from and who I am. Oh yeah, because this lady like washed up on the beach. That's what the opening crawl was telling us. So I guess we just married the girl who washed up on the beach, and we're gonna find out what her deal is eventually. I, Reese, do take thee, Maya, to be my... Oh no, what is this, Ghosts and Goblins? Filthy Arakians, Maya will not be yours. Oh, and you just teleported out here. No, return her, you foul dragon spawn of Laya. I'll find Maya if I have to search forever. Reese, I'll take the army to destroy Alaya's clan. Don't be a fool, no one has seen a lion for over 1,000 years. Starting a war is not a rational thing to do. Cool off in the dungeon for a while. So my wife, my fiance gets kidnapped, and then my dad's like, hey, you know what, go, I'm gonna lock you up in the dungeon so you can cool your head. I swear it. And we're all, fuck you, Dad, we're gonna get my fiance back. And also, why are people telling me, oh, you should watch out for lion spies if nobody's seen a lion in, like, or lay-in, I guess? If nobody's seen a lay-in spy in 1,000 years. Like, has this just been a persistent paranoia for the past 1,000 years? They've locked me in a cell with a knife. I don't know if that was really smart of them. And money. And a monitor. Let's see. Can't. So what the hell is the monitor then? Can't. Is this gonna be another one of the games where I'm just gonna have to check the cheat sheet all the time to find out what the hell each item actually does? Because in this collection we do have this archives setting, which pulls up all these illustrations and box arts and stuff, but also includes, let's see if we go forward fast enough, it should include any scans of foldouts and manuals and such that came with the game originally, which is really cool. Although it's the Japanese manual, so it is of a somewhat limited use for non-Japanese speakers. What the hell? Oh, this is stuff for like when you're using the Genesis. Make sure you power that shit off. And I guess don't sit on your Genesis. And don't stick your finger inside the cartridge. Or leave it out in the hot sun. Okay, so we got the map the game originally came with. And on the other side should be a list of items, and we'll find out what the hell some of these things are actually supposed to do. Yeah, knife. And if it's anything like the last game, this isn't going to be a complete exhaustive list. It's like the starter list. So you got attack techniques, rest techniques, time techniques, and yeah, it doesn't say. I'm not seeing anything about a monitor anywhere. So it doesn't seem like it's unless okay, no. That's just the manual from that point on. Alright, so I guess now's the time for me to bust out of jail. And who are you? Who may you be? I'm Lena. I'll help you escape. Follow me. Taking our sweet time escaping from this jail. Arm yourself well and go find Maya. Oh. The sapphire lets you enter the eastern cave. Machines used to fly out of the ruins near here. Please stay on the other side of the counter. So what do you do then? Technique distribution costs 10 meseta. Okay. Whose tech distribution used to be altered? Okay, Reese can't use any techniques. I guess that settles that. Maya is a mystery to everyone in Landon. Yeah, nothing unusual here except for the empty room with one single chair. Fucking male living spaces over here. It's fucking Rennie's room from Sakura Wars 2. And what about you? What do you got? Welcome to the armor shop. I could use a hunting helm. Maybe some hunting armor while we're at it? Assuming I can actually equip this shit. Because that's not necessarily a given. Okay, so that's... Okay, good. And can I sell here, or... Hi, Blank9, how's it going? And you know what? You are right, he's got the protagonist headband, and actually... He kind of looks like the Phantasy Star II protagonist. I wonder if that was on purpose. You know, I could probably also afford a shield, too, and that might not be a bad idea. And it doesn't look like I can sell here? Oh, wait, no, I can. Nice. So I don't have to go to a separate store to sell my shit like last time. Let's see. But I do have to do everything one item at a time, which is still kind of a pain in the ass. Yeah, well, we're not going to sell the monitor just yet. Right hand, or no, maybe the left hand? Because, yeah, then the other hand needs the knife. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. And also, I guess another pertinent question is, where the hell do I go to save my game in this one? Because in the last two, I had to go to specific buildings to save my game. But this time, I'm not sure. Is it the one with an orb? Is it this one? Okay, this looks like it's a church. Or at least as much of a church as you can make in this. Needs to regain the will to fight. Okay. That's a very funny way to phrase it. Fortunes told for 10 Meseta. Okay. I'm guessing you're gonna tell me when, like, where I'm supposed to go and what I'm supposed to do. When the prince leaves his castle, the moons will drift closer again. Worlds shall burn if the prince's will falters. The prince's offspring will wander afar until the end of the worlds or the rejection of evil. That's why I see of your future. Take heed. His music's a little ominous. No time to chat, Prince. I really need a nap. Well, at least nobody's ratting me out to my dad. That's nice. Okay, so I'm guessing that's the weapon shop. That's the item shop, and that is a, what is that? Tavern? That's the supply shop. Okay. You know what? I could use some monomates. Oh, they're really gonna make me buy these one at a time, huh? And maybe one dimate just to be safe. Well, actually, you know what? We're gonna hold on to that money just in case. Because we haven't even saved our game yet. A good night's rest costs 5 Meseta. Okay, yeah, so I do have to pay money to save the game. That's what I was afraid of. So it's a good thing I didn't spend that money. Be careful out there. So hold on a second. I got something on my phone. Just a minute. Do I have my temporary BRB here? Yes, I do. Okay, hold on a second. Be right back. Okay, we're back. We're back. Sorry about that. Let's continue. Hopefully this music hasn't been too grating. Well, I had to step out for just a second. Is there anything on the top floor here? Okay, now. But yeah, now I don't even have enough money to get the Diamate. How do I even check how much money I do have? Is it under stats? No? Not under equipment. Nope. So how the hell do I check how much money I've got? I guess I just have to go to a store? Like, there's no way to check how much I've got on me at the moment? That is so weird. So I guess I just leave town now and make them pay for this, Prince. Arm yourself well, for your foes are deadly. All I've got is a knife. I'm not going to be able to afford anything much more, but I guess we'll see how these random encounters go, how grindy they are. Oh. What the hell? So I'm guessing that just means, like, automated? And that's run away. That's, like, actually fight. That's automate everybody and automate a single person, I guess is what all these stand for. That is some interesting UI. Also, I'm pretty sure these are just the Rappies, aren't they? They're called chirpers, but they sure look like Rappies to me. They even got, like, the little things on their heads. Huh. Alright. There's a little place at the boat. That's promising. And I'm gonna say right now, though, this sure ain't, Okay, why does... Okay, I don't get how the combat works. I'm trying to select, like... Because, yeah, I select sword to attack. Because, yeah, I've got no techniques. Okay, but now why is it automating? I didn't want to automate. I'm trying to use sword on this fella, and then it's just canceling out. You might have to look at the manual for this, because this makes no goddamn sense. Use knife on? I mean, yeah, you can't use that, because it's a fucking equipment item. I mean, I guess just... So is it more like you're setting up tactics, and then you hit the button here to, like... to actually, like, start the encounter? Is that how it works? Like, rather than, like, selecting all your actions and then the battle starts, you have to select your actions and then hit, like, a go button? Well, this is very bizarre. And I need to go to an inn to sleep off this poison. Assuming that the poison is... Yeah, okay, I've got P there still. So it's persistent. Wait, no, this is the supply shop. Okay, well. Let's buy some antidotes. And then I'm gonna need some money to save my game anyhow. So where's the inn around here? And does the poison in this... Okay, so I'm at 16 health. And if I walk around with this poison... Not showing that I'm taking any damage from the poison. That's the church, right? Was it this thing that looks like a vase that's the inn? Yeah, this is the inn. We barely changed anything, so might as well just overwrite the same file. No need to rotate saves just yet. Okay, and that did heal me of my poison. Yeah, no. What the f... Oh god, that's right. Ugh. So, the way poison works in Phantasy Star, it doesn't tick down your health, it prevents you from healing. So you have to get rid of the poison before you can even... Yeah, brother. Will you heal my poison, or is that... Okay, who do I go to heal up my poison? I got no techniques, so you do nothing for me. Okay, you're an armor store. An armory, some might say. Because, yeah, we just went to the church, and they said, no, our services can't help you. So apparently it's not the church. I guess I'll buy another antidote. And just use that. Then go back to the inn. So, okay, yeah, the P disappeared. So let's go back to the inn to heal up. Because it only costs 5. And yeah, that took out a decent chunk of my money, so back to the old grind, I guess. Okay. And can I just hop in the boat? Is that how that works? Or are they gonna yell at me? Yeah, all the old ones have a certain amount of jank to them, but it's like I said before, everybody keeps telling me that Phantasy Star IV is one of, like, the best RPGs of the generation. So, I'm really curious to see that, like, level of evolution, just to see how much of a leap ahead Phantasy Star IV is, because, yeah, all these are varying degrees of jank and archaic. Okay, so I can't just... It doesn't look like I can just take this boat. I might have to talk to someone in order to procure the boat. The man by the fountain owns a boat, but he will not sail unless he has a cyborg on board. So even though, despite all appearances, we do still have machines and cyborgs in this universe. In this planet. despite everything looking like this. I'm taking it. Is that you? I am a superstitious old man, good Prince Reese. Cyborgs are good luck charms, if you ask me. Yeah, exactly. Like, Phantasy Star III, as I have been told, has, like, basically nothing to do with Phantasy Stars 1 or 2, whether it be, like, staff or plot or whatever. So... yeah, and already it's just the way it looks on a base level. It just looks so different. It's so weird. Okay, so I'm gonna need to get a cyborg on my team before he'll let me take his boat. But where could we find a cyborg? Are you a cyborg? Leia's people have very strange powers, I hear. And how much money? Well, that's right. I can't even check how much money I have until I go to a store. So can I get a good weapon? Knife, claw, short sword, hunting knife, hunting needle, I guess that is. Yeah, it's gonna take a hot minute before we can get... the cyborg could be a pretty girl. You never know. Walk across the bridge to reach Island. Can we find a cyborg in Island? Is there an NPC here who'll tell me, I hear there's a strong cyborg over in the neighboring village? What do you do? Oh, god damn it. Okay, so yeah, you do go to the church to heal your poison, but you have to go to the second floor. Even though the second floor of the first church was just someone complaining about wanting to take a nap. No, this church has the real shit. Yeah, at least, if nothing else, yeah, this game does maintain the series tradition of having cute shopkeeps. Even if it doesn't have the fun, jaunty little save game jingle from Phantasy Star II. The little... and yeah, you can't tell me that these aren't supposed to be, like, rappies. Like, they're called chirpers here, but if I were to play the Japanese, like, version, if I were to load up the Japanese version right now, would those be called rappies? Because they sure look the part. Yeah, they're not even giving out good XP. Okay, this is the town I just left, so I don't think we've got much more to do here. There is at least a variety of combat music in this game. But it's not nearly as good as the Phantasy Star II combat theme. And hold on, is that just like a regular, like, paved road? What on earth? How do we get in there? That's got my interest piqued. Because is this a relic from the old world, from back when they still had technology? Is that it? Okay, so the encounter rate's still a little excessive. Still a bit much. Or is this supposed to be a runway for your spaceship? When you eventually get the traditional spaceship. Is that where it's supposed to land down? Because that would make sense, too. And boy, they are not dropping a whole lot of XP. Yeah. I'm thinking... yeah, boy, this is a little ridiculous, this encounter rate. I might actually want to... Oh, boy. I'm a little low on HP. I might have to... Yeah, we're going to town. We're saving the game. Because I think I might want to bump the encounter rate down a smidge after all. Because this is a little excessive. Because at least I'm level 2 now, so there is that. Although I don't think it even said there was, like, a level 2. Like, I might have just, like, completely glossed over it, but was there a message saying, oh, you're level 2 now? Yeah, because, yeah, these games are exceedingly grindy, with high encounter rates, traditionally speaking. So, which is why this port, this collection, does have the option to, yeah, it's under difficulty, but if you, yeah, bump it down to easy, it lowers the encounter rate while increasing the XP and money gain. So we might just do that, just to make this a little, just a smidge more reasonable. Although this does mean we have to reset the game. But we just saved, so that'll be fine. We're good. So let's see how this goes once we step back outside. Let me just check my health. Okay, yeah, we're good. So we still have to find this other town. Across the bridge. I assume it's that bridge. Okay, so already that doubled the experience. They gave me a 4 XP instead of just 2 for that mob. So that's, rather than just 1 XP each, they gave me 2. So I'm guessing already just bumping it down 1 notch just doubled the XP gain. Welcome to our town of Elan, traveler. Or is it Ilan? Now, where can I find me a cyborg? Okay, so is it the same facilities here as the other church? Just gonna kick open every door in town and be like, are you a cyborg? Are you a cyborg? Or just turn on the Ryo Hazuki voice and be like, I'm looking for some cyborgs. Do you know a place where cyborgs might hang out? Orakyo destroyed Leia 1,000 years ago. The old man won't let me on his boat unless I have a cyborg. Now, where can I find a cyborg? Yeah, these are the questions everybody's asking. Long ago, I used to be a cyborg. I saw one of Leia's people at a lake by the northeastern forest. The woman never blinked. Never blinked, you said? Like she might be some kind of cyborg? But she's a Leia person. Very, But nonetheless, that is a lead. So we have to go to the lake in the northeast. Yeah, 4 XP and $8. Hell yeah. So where is this lake you speak of? Or am I gonna have to pull out the map? Oh, and of course I got poisoned. Fantastic. What is this? A thunderous voice booms out. Only Layans belong in Laya's palace. Be gone! Okay, well, I guess I'll come back here later. When I have a Layan in my midst. The cave is blocked. You can't get in. Okay, so there's fuck all to do over here. Got it. Okay, I can't cross these mountain tiles. What in God's name are you? And are you strong? His name is Moose? Are you a cyborg lady? No, I'm not one of Laya's people, Prince. I am a combat cyborg, designation Mew type. I have been waiting for 1,000 years for you. Only a descendant of Arachio can command me. Mew joins your party. Well, that was easy. But let's see if you really are a Laya person, And you were super right. The cyborg was, in fact, a cute girl. Oh, and, I guess Mew needs combat instructions. Okay, Mew uses a claw, so... Yeah, Mew is basically Nay, but instead of being a mutant cat girl, she's a cyborg. I can live with this. So, are we still... Okay, so anyway, I guess that's proof that she is not a Leia person. And what level is she, actually? Because she's level 1 still, so she will need a bit of buffing up. And she probably still has, like, basic-ass starter equipment, too. And will she be immune to poison if she's a cyborg? These are the questions. Let's see, where's... Yeah, give me your boat, old man. Not that button. Because that's the confirmation button during combat, but outside of combat, it's the menu button. You have to push the Genesis A button to actually talk to people, but in combat, you push the Genesis C button. It's very silly. Welcome aboard! There's someone holed up in on the cave on the island. I hear he stole a gem. Okay, well, now the boat is mine, so that's cool. But first things first, we do have to get rid of this poison. And I'm very curious to see how much it costs, if anything, to get rid of this poison. Me, I've been poisoned. Oh, $5, nice. Be careful, danger lurks everywhere. Also, I gotta say, she looks more like a chef than a nurse, but she's got a syringe. But I guess that could just as easily be a turkey baster, honestly. Now, let's see. Well, we had like 100-ish, right? We could probably buy some equipment for Mew here. So let's see. What have you got? All you have is a vest, claw, and ribbon. Can we get anything better? Damn it, other button? It seems to be about, yeah, what she's already got on, so I guess then that the game did the right thing of just giving me the optimal equipment for this part of the game, and I don't have to just... Because other RPGs, and I think even Phantasy Star II was guilty of this, I'd have to go back and check the tapes, but that's the game where, like, or that's a game, rather, where once they give you a party member, they'll just have, like, the super basic starting gear, no matter what, and you have to go and spend time getting them up to speed on actual worthwhile gear. Let's see, and it was this building where we save our game. Yes, correct. Oh, and now that we got 2 people, it costs $10. Oh, and the boat ride is automatic. Ooh, Sunken Temple. See the palace down there in the muck? Our oldest legend says the evil dark force is trapped there by the Sword of Arachio. Man, so even in this game, Dark Falls is just showing up and wrecking shit, huh? Because already, yeah, in Phantasy Star 1, he's just Dark Faults, and then in Phantasy Star 2, they renamed him into Dark Force, who was lurking aboard, or right before, Mother Brain, with the implication that it was Dark Force that corrupted Mother Brain. And now Dark Force is also just at the bottom of the ocean here, at the bottom of this lake. Because apparently, just everything is Dark Force's fault. Alright, so... Ooh. Is this an actual dungeon? We have already gotten to the point where we're doing some dungeoneering. Hopefully this map design is a little less twisted than in Phantasy Star 2. Okay, I don't like these fellas. Not one bit. Okay, do you have any techs? Okay, she's got quite a few techs. Okay, okay. Let's see. Does she have an all-target one? Because all the spell names are different now, too. They're not the Phantasy Star 2 spell names, which are also the Phantasy Star Online spell names. Okay, that's a... I guess recovery spell? I might have to consult the list. I just want to ask, are you the type of person that sells your old equipment, or do you hold on to your old equipment? I usually sell my old equipment once I get new equipment, but unless I get the inkling that it might be important later, but, I don't know. But yeah, generally speaking, I sell my old equipment once I get new equipment, just so I can get a little bit of money back, too. You know, she's only got so much TP. She can just attack. Okay, these guys aren't so bad. And Mew does some damage, too. Does more damage than even Reese, and she's only at, like, half the level. 16 XP, okay, I like that. I think we might be okay. Escape pipe, nice. Because I was meaning to go back and buy one of those, but it's actually very kind of the game to just give me one in this dungeon. Extremely kind, even. Okay, so Reese got poisoned again. But can Mew even get poisoned? That's the question. That is the million-dollar question here. A Dimate, nice. So already, a lot of things I was going to... And another treasure box? Okay. They're just giving me shit all over the place, alright. I can't complain. And yeah, as a reminder, we did lower the encounter rate, so I can only imagine just how excessive some of these might have been otherwise. Oh, and we're already here. Okay, this might be a boss fight, so we might want to heal up. Oh, and just a moose, just jumping out back there, like I'm gonna get you. So let's see. Monomate to Mew. Wait, do monomates not work on her? Cause we're both poisoned. Shit, okay. Hold up. Oh god, and it's all in Reese's... Oh no! Oh god, she doesn't have any of her own. Oh god! Run away! Okay. That almost got really bad. So it's using... Yeah, apparently, yeah, the cyborg can get poisoned. Go figure. And you know what, before I waste any of my precious TP, because I don't have a whole lot of it, let's check the spell list. Let's see, so restore, so... Very interesting that all these have fixed TP costs. Because, yeah, it's like, you have the attack name on the left, like all the way on the left, and then right next to it you have the TP cost, and all of the attack spells here are 2. And then all the healing, or I guess balance techniques, are 1. Okay, yeah, these are very weird spells already. Okay, yeah, these are very... Because, yeah... Okay. And yeah, those enemies just are very poison happy. I don't know what to say. I guess we'll find out what happens when we talk to this person. Are you a boss fight? Hi, I'm Lyle. Yes, I do have the sapphire. I don't really need it, so you're welcome to it. I'd like to join you on your adventures, but I have other things to do now. See you around. Oh, that easy, huh? Okay, well, I guess we got a sapphire. We do have an escape pipe, should we need it. But it might be behoove us to just walk out anyway and get what XP we can along the way. Yeah, honestly, that was... It's not every day you just meet someone and be like, oh yeah, I stole this sapphire, but I don't need it, you can have it. And you look cool, I'll join you later on in the game. Wait, what level is Mew now? Okay, she's level 4. Because I thought that they were gonna, like... Because I thought it was gonna be, like, a Phantasy Star II thing, where Nay in that game had a really, like, jacked up XP curve, so she gained levels way faster than everyone else. Just because, like, you lose her about, like, halfway, or I guess, like, 2/3 of the way through the game. Ooh, and a shield. So I guess I didn't really need to buy one then. Shit. Unless we can give one to Nay. Or Mew. Because you'd figure that the cat girl would be called Mew. But no, the cat girl was called Nay. And this cyborg is instead called Mew. But can Mew equip the shield? Do I have to give it to her first? Okay, now can you equip it? Can't. Okay, well that answers that question. And poisoned again, goddamn. But if nothing else, by the end of this, we should have a pretty decent amount of money. But once again, I can't really check the money I've got on hand. Unless there's just something I'm missing? Because it doesn't say anywhere here. Doesn't say anywhere here. Oh, wait, no, there it is. Right in the middle, right at the top. 415 mess. Short for Meseta. Okay. Oh, and now they just tell you the required XP from the menu rather than having to ask the save point person. So that's nice. Yeah, 30 damage, but way less defense. That also makes sense. All right, bring me back, boat. And this game came out 2 years after after Phantasy Star II, and yet the music is nowhere near as good. Music honestly kind of putting me to sleep. Then I have to do it again. Because they never let you do multiple things at a time. Be careful out there. Alright, so now that we have the sapphire, what the hell do we even do? Like, what's the actual, end point, the end goal here? I guess we go back to Ilya, because there was some... We didn't really find out what it is to do over there. She looks mighty odd to me, I'll tell you. I saw a dragon carry a woman towards the east. They entered a cave and never came out. You sure look like an evil lay-in to me. And again, I thought that the whole point is that nobody's ever actually seen a lay-in in 1,000 years, which is why our dad, the king, just opted to throw us into a jail cell rather than let us do anything about it. Okay, that is expensive as hell. Holy crap. We'll have to come back for this later. And yeah, let's sell our shield while we're at it. And actually, I can buy myself a sword now, yeah. I don't have to use a fucking knife anymore. And the force slur? I'm got slasher? And actually, will the sword take up both of my hand slots? That's the question. Or would I rather go with a hunting knife? Let's find out. Okay, it's both hands. And so if I were to put the shield back on, how much defense does the shield give me? Okay, just 5, so... I could probably live with 5 less defense. Yeah, Mew desperately needs something, though. So I guess now that I have the sapphire, does that mean I can just enter the cave that was previously blocked? Is that how this is going to work out? Because I don't have a whole lot of ideas otherwise. Can we enter the cave? Yeah, now I'm doing a hell of a lot more damage with this sword, that's for sure. The sapphire glows and you are inside. Haha, I see. So now we are getting to the star part of Phantasy Star, that's for sure. Oh, that's like a weird robot slug chihuahua. I don't think I like that. Yeah, already now the dungeon layout is starting to give me Phantasy Star II flashbacks, and not in the good way. I guess we'll see. We'll see how this all shakes out. Oh, and of course I got poisoned again. Where the hell are we even going here? Okay, I think I just went in a big circle. That thing is called Nail. Okay, yeah, this is definitely the Phantasy Star II class of dungeon design. I can already tell. Oh god, oh, Rise is in trouble. I've only got one antidote left, which sucks. Because I have an escape pipe, I can just hit the eject button at any time and I should be safe. So let's keep going in a bit more. Okay, we got another antidote. That's good. That's good. Appreciate that. I will say this about this game. It's a bit more clear what enemies are like who the enemies are targeting and what's happening than it was in Phantasy Star 2. Because sometimes in Phantasy Star 2 it was a little unclear as to like who was doing what to whom and why. Oh! Now we're just in a different part of the world. You may find yourself in another part of the world. This is Rysel, stranger, a small fishing village. We're all suffering from hunger and severe cold. The deadly winter came upon us without warning. We can't fish in a sea of ice, we're starving. Please help us before we all die. I mean, I'll do my best, sir. Oh, and actually now... Yeah, now that we have someone that can actually use techniques... Heal tech. What the fuck is this? So, is this for like the effectiveness of the spells? Like, okay, we gotta look at the manual. This is yeah, if ever there is a time to look at the manual, this is it. Let's see. Assuming there'll even be something for this. Okay, yeah, here we go, here we go. So let's see. So yeah, your technique's power will naturally increase as your level goes up, but if you go speak with a master, you can change the distribution of the Japanese power. Okay. It costs 10 to set. Okay, yeah. So. Hmm. Okay, so you're adjusting how strong all the techniques are relative to each other. Because, like, you've got all these techniques, they all cost the same. But when you go to a master like this, you can adjust their power relative to each other. Although this person, like, this graph does seem to have a lot more pips than mine does. So I'm guessing as you increase levels, you get more pips like this and like more granularity to mess around with it. Yeah, that's an interesting system. Wata!
Rabbit!
Hi, Gaijin. How's it going? We are currently exploring the intricacies of Phantasy Star III's bizarre magic system. Let's get out of here. So yeah, as we have discovered, you have to adjust the strength of your spells relative to each other in this menu. So if I were to do this, that would make my group heals way stronger. But then that makes my revival spell a lot weaker, which isn't great. I mean, anti is just for healing status conditions, right? That doesn't need to be super strong, I don't think. So I think this would probably be a pretty good spread, honestly. Did that take? Did it work? Okay, it looks like that did not take. Okay, there we go. Now it works. Ooh, can I buy new shit too? Can I buy new, better, gooder shit? Yes, I can. I can get a claw that's actually worth a damn. And a hunting shotgun, I guess? A hunting shot, whatever that is. Ooh, and slicers. Is there anybody in my party that can use a slicer? Okay, so this game also does warn you if you're trying to buy something that someone can't use. Well, either way, I can't afford a slicer anymore. And yeah, conceptually, the magic system is cool. I'm going to see how it shakes out, but conceptually, that's pretty neat. We'll see how it shakes out in practice. So how much is this going to increase your damage? Okay, it's pretty good. Can't complain. But you do really need some better defense equipment. So we need to sell your old claw. Get some money to buy you a better vest. Yeah, I do always have like a degree of paranoia about selling my old shit, because I'm always worried of a situation where it's like, oh, well, if you kept your starter weapon all the way up until the very end of the game, you can convert it into like the best weapon in the game. Because like some games do that. Some games pull that shit on you. And no, alas, I'm no longer Benui mode. You know what? We haven't saved the game yet since we got here, so let's go ahead and do that. And yeah, we are playing on the PS2 Phantasy Star Collection via PS3. Because this version of all the Phantasy Star games, 1 through 4, have a bunch of little toggles and quality of life fixes that you can enable to make it a bit smoother. Like, by default, this game has a pretty, excessive encounter rate, so we, bumped that down a bit. And also, we cranked up the walking speed, because, you know, this might not look terribly fast, but this is already a lot faster than it was, by default. And there's no other version of Phantasy Star 2, 3, or 4 that lets you do this. Whereas for Phantasy Star 1, now there is the Switch version that lets you do all that. And yeah, exactly. If there's some, like... Because that's actually something that, recently I've been going through Deltarune, and there's that one, shopkeep NPC that, like, will fuse items for you. So, because of that, now, I've been, like, instinctively trained to, like, keep all my shit in that game. No matter what. And actually, let's go ahead and buy some antidotes, too, because we're pretty low on that, if I'm not mistaken. Now, let's give some to Mew. Because she's got ample space for that shit. And give her some monomates, too, while we're at it. You know what, we'll have her hold on to an escape pipe as well, just in case, you know, Reese dies. Or something. Because then sometimes, I think, yeah, it was in the last game, if one of your party members died, you couldn't use an item mid-battle from them, like from their corpse. So it's nice, it's just a good idea to have everybody, like, keep one of everything on their own person, just in case. I think we're good. I think we ought to be okay. Antidote, monomate, escape pipe. So monomate, escape pipe, dimate. You know, let's get one more. Hey, Asuka. So far, it's been okay. It's definitely a little weird in some spots. But, like, for one, look at this. We're in a shop. And we can actually walk around. Will wonders ever cease? Yeah, already it's like, it's so weird, because this looks so much more like medieval fantasy style than Phantasy Star 1 or 2, but our party member with us, Mew, is a cyborg. So there is that, at least. Also, I will say, the music here, not nearly as good as Phantasy Star 2. Kind of putting me to sleep, to be honest. And also, though I was told that Rappies premiere in Phantasy Star 4, the chirper enemies in this do look suspiciously like them. Which leads me to wonder if, perhaps, in the original Japanese, they were not called Rappies. Let's see, what kind of mobs are we facing here? Oh, these are funky-looking dudes. And also, it was a little weird trying to figure out how this interface works for battles. Like, what some of these icons are meant to signify. Because it's like you're programming them to do what you want to do. Kind of like Phantasy Star 2, except the UI is a bit worse. So it took me a couple battles to try to really wrap my head around it, because I was like, why am I hitting the sword button and it doesn't do anything? But then I hit this box with the line key button and it does something. So yeah, we have to melt all this snow, so we have to... Is this gonna be another temple where they tell me to fuck off? The thunderous voice booms out, only Leans belong in Leia's palace, be gone. Okay, yeah, they told me to fuck off. What do we have on the other side of this bridge, though? What are we to do to melt all this ice and snow? Oh! Oh, we just found ourselves in a dungeon. And also, I will say, thus far, we've gone through 2 little dungeony areas. And, they've definitely been following the Phantasy Star 2 school of dungeon design. So at some point, I might need to start busting out maps again. Oh, what the hell are you? You funky little critter back there. We might want to focus on him first. Oh, he's in the back row, so we can't even hit him. I see, I see. But can Mew attack with, Andy? Okay, no, that's a... Yeah, also, they changed a lot of the spell names. I don't know what does what anymore. Okay, there we go. We can hit the fella in the back. There you go, team. Failed. Okay, Diamate, always nice to have. Oh, Mew's almost dead. I didn't realize. Let's do something about that. Just... Although it is nice to have actual battle backgrounds again, I did kind of miss that from Phantasy Star 1. We're no longer fighting in the grid, like it's fucking Tron Legacy. And I will say, for this being at the very beginning of the game still,